Okay, so finally I'm back with another tutorial. This one we're going to do a very simple menu tutorial. First off, you will need the DLC for this because we're going to be using the switch filter which comes with the DLC. So let's go pop that out right now. We'll get out everything we need. We're going to need some color events so we can determine which one is highlighted, which option is highlighted. State events, not state events, sorry, set value events. Variable data source, and your buttons. So we're going to want the button to select, we're going to use A for that, and also down and up for this. Okay, so let's get this set up. So get your set value event, and we're going to have it decrease by 1 and increase by 1. So when you push up, we're going to decrease the number by 1, and when you push down, we're going to increase the number by 1. We're going to want it to start on 1, so I put that like that, and then let's get out a couple of primes. This is just going to change the colour. So what we're going to do is we'll have 3 options. Let's move all this out of the way. Okay, in your switch filter, your comparison value will be the variable data source, and then case 1 value will be 1, 2 and 3, just like that. These are the options, the 3 options we've got. Also, let's see. Alright, now we'll set up this for now. So add one of these to each one of these. So we should have 3 of these, and the only target should be the 1 box. I'll select all 3 of these. So what we're going to have is we're going to have it turn black when the object is highlighted, or when the option is highlighted. And then what you want to do is you want to copy out this one, bring it up here, and select targets and add this as a target as well. So these 2 here, pardon me, these 2 here are targets, and you can have the same for all of the other ones. So for this one, instead of having these 2, it's going to be this bottom one and this top one. And then for this one, it's going to be this one and this one. And these 3 are going to set to white. So we're going to go back. So when we're on option 1, this box will be black and everything else will be white. Also, you're going to want to link these up as well through the filter. So yeah, once on option 1, this box will be black, and all these two will be white, and the same with all the others. So case value 1, or case 1 event, will be this one. Case 2 will be this one, and case 3 will be this one. Oh, we're not done there yet. We're going to need to get some other stuff out. First off, we're going to want a generic filter, and also actually I'm going to need an interval trigger, so we'll pop that up there, take it down to 1 tick and attach it to the filter. I'm going to use this filter because when the game starts, I want it to be on 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the starting checkpoint, and I'm going to send the filter to this once, so it only sends it once and starts off on the first option. But then after that, every time you press the button, we're going to need a filter to go to this switch filter. So we're going to take the 2 set value events, select them both, and select their filters and attach them to the switch filter. Now if I test this out, let's just get these on, you'll notice when I press down, it'll go down. When I press up, it goes up. But also you'll notice that there's no stopping it. It will keep going down, or it will keep going up, and that will obviously mess up the menu. So I'm going to teach you how to get rid of that now, or fix that anyway. So this is where this generic filter comes in. Comparison value 1 goes on here, and if the number is greater than 3, in this case because I've got 3 options, we will set this, let me just take that off, we will set this variable data source to 3. So set and 3, and in the generic filter on true it'll go to this. So now that's only one half of it. So now if we try and increase it past 3, it won't go anywhere past 3, it'll stay on 3, so it'll always stay on the third option. But also we do need to copy this out, and this time it's going to be if it's less than 1, we're going to set to 1. So now we can't go anywhere below 1. So now you'll see that I can only select through these options here, and you notice it highlights them through the colour events. Right, now for actually selecting an option. So let's say this is start game, the instructions for the game, sorry, and then the options maybe. You're going to obviously want to press the button on that to have it go to that next thing. So we are going to need a state event now, and we're going to have it turn on this button. I'm just going to copy this out 3 times, link the filters up, take these out a bit. I'm going to turn these off as well, all 3 of them off. So then, just like the colour events, obviously we don't want all of them to be on at the same time. So just like these, we're going to take one of these, turn it off, and it's going to turn off both of these. And then this one will turn off the top and bottom, and this one will turn off these 2. And link these up as well. So now this is where you add in your option, I suppose, wherever you want to go. So if I wanted to go into the game here, if I wanted to start the game, this would go to a camera event. Obviously go to a different camera, not the menu camera. So on press, go to a different camera. Let's just copy this camera out, select that. So now if I'm on option 1 and I press A, it switches to that camera. And obviously you'd have state events to turn on any game buttons or stuff like that. So yeah, it's actually pretty simple. I don't think there's much else to say really. If you want more than 4 options, that can be done by creating another one of these and filtering it through. And obviously instead of having 1, 2, 3 and 4, you'll have 5, 6, 7 and 8. And this will just have to be the greater, and the less will have to be the amount of options you have, the number of options you have. But I suppose the less one will always be 1. But yeah, I'll show you an example now. Okay, so this is my example of a menu I did for one of my games. So when we're on the start, it turns it black and also makes the A become invisible. Become visible. And if I press down, it will change. Also, there's a little animation playing that kind of shakes the word. So if I press A on the options, it's going to be going to a different camera. Also turning on and off the buttons, so turning off the buttons for the main menu and turning on the buttons for this menu. We've got a field of view here, it says right stick. You can use the right stick to increase and decrease the field of view. And if we go down to effect and use the right stick, we can switch between different camera effects. If I press X, it go back, and press A on the start game. That's glitched up because I've started the game, but you get the idea. That's pretty much it. I will eventually finish this game because it's quite a good idea. I've just run into a few problems at the minute. I'm trying to fix them. But this is a little look at it, I suppose. It's a little bit messy. On case 1, on case 2, that's all it is for this. There's only 2 options. Same for this, there's only 2 options. But there's also these ones. So, kind of like the other one. Let's try and not highlight that. But we've got using the right stick instead to go up and down. And it's switching between all 4 of these different effects, basically. And also changing the colour of the cube, sorry, not the cube, the disc, so you know which one's highlighted, just like the main menu. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any problems, just write them in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. But yeah, thanks for watching.